Looks like that disc were hostile. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool.
Starting to get fetch questy. A Ket relay masking the true source of anti-Archon propaganda. This time the show's interface is a snippet patrol report from Perdomos. There were 3 of us this morning, and the only one this evening. So see, now we're getting into the side quests. Fortunately, not very many of them. The side quests that are not very well designed, because like jumping from one place to another, it just gets really redundant fast and doesn't really add anything to the experience, in my opinion, except delay. Time sinks.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Alright, how do I get up there?
The transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like we found it then.
They're all dead.
Not these guys. There we go.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation.
Nice.
This noble gift now allows us to raise others and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Sounds like some kind of motivational speech to the Ket.
The Archon does not serve Kent's interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Kent. The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
That's it then. End of the line.
And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature, Pathfinder.
Who, me?
I see it now. Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Determination is a personality trait, not a genetic one. Not that personality is something you understand. Or have.
You waste time on pettiness. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
And you want my help?
I take it you need my help for this?
I am Ket. I do not need help. I would use you as a tool to hasten the Archon's destruction.
Well, how nice of you to ask.
I need
Tell
only
me about
ensure
it
nothing
ahead of
stands
time.
between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Purpose, eh?
Exaltation? Pass.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
Ugh, this makes me feel dirty. But I can't see the downside right now.
Deals with the devil always end badly.
Yeah.
I don't want to end badly.
Yeah, I don't think that Skylar wants to make deals with the devil.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you.
Oh.
When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Eh.
Or you could just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Covering your own ass.
Nah. Yeah, I don't like this at all. This is all sort of shady. No deal.
We don't deal with Ket. Ever.
So be it. I hope you found some satisfaction chasing my messages.
Not
You will
really.
gain nothing else from this.
Not really.
I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
Fine by me. Okay. Oh goodness, we've reached level 62. Yeah, and that's roughly about it, I think. Nothing left. Investigate space. I'm gonna have to find out what those are. But, and then we have all these additional tasks. Naming the dead. We do have that as an outstanding task, but I'm not really sure where. Yeah, I'm not really sure where. Alright, I think we have one more side quest main side quest that I really wanted to actually tackle, and that's the one that Sid gave us, Life on the Frontier. So, let's go over to this new area.
A lonely system. It's almost lost in the Scourge.
What else could be lost out there? I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Starship wreckage. Starship wreckage, ship identity unknown, ship name unknown, crew complement unknown, status not available. Fragments of a wrecked Remnant's vessel drift deep within the Scourge. It is impossible to determine whether the ship was fully automated or designed for crew. Okay.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Nice, starship wreckage. Oh.
This should give us a final location, Ryder.
Ship
Got
ident-
it. I'll forward all the information to your Omni tool.
Ship identity Nexus 5190, ship name Daisy, crew complement 8, status lost. The ship and its entire crew, transporting minerals, was expected at the Nexus but never docked. It was presumed lost in the Scourge. Analysis suggests that the Daisy's navigational systems have been compromised. Okay. Follow the Three Sabers to their hideout in Kadara, but let's finish up this things here. Make sure we got this place explored as much as possible. HO97, orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.9 years, radius 4301 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0.09 atmospheres, surface temperature negative 139 C. HO97's orbit around Gerador is gradually decaying as it grows closer to its home star over the next million years. It may begin warming considerably. HO19, orbital distance 2.2 AU, orbital period 5.9 years, radius 7637 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 1.29 atmospheres, surface temperature 1 C. This cold, heavy gravity world was once inhabited by a primitive but intelligent species. Based on preliminary scans of their villages, they may have gone extinct shortly after the Scourge appeared in their sky. Okay. Samaret. Semrahet, orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.8 years, radius 8059 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0.41 atmospheres, surface temperature negative 97 C. The effects of the Scourge on Gerador's world are obvious on Semrahet. From the Milky Way, the now barren planet appeared to be drowning in liquid water. Clearly much has changed. And last but not least,
Picking up something.
Kandavorny. Orbital distance 2.8 AU, orbital period 8.4 years, radius 70835 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 1.79 atmospheres. The Kandavorny gas giant single large satellite appears to be the barren planet Jaharoon, torn from its previous orbit by Scourge effects.
Probe away.
No, not there. Just missed it.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Storm. Radius 6298 kilometers, wind speed 486 kilometers per hour, rotation counterclockwise. This massive storm is drawing enormous quantities of helium-3 to the upper regions of the gas giant. Val find if it can be mined. Cool. Off to Kadara. We're going to be going to Meridian relatively shortly. There's just a bunch of loose ends that I want to tie up. I don't think I'm going to be completing every single task, especially the ones in the additional task section, before I beat the game. Maybe I'll get to them later, but I think I've gotten to the point where I feel like it's time. I'm ready to wrap this up and make our way into the end game. I'm about ready. I'm more about ready for that. So let's head for Kadara. There we are. Ooh, biotics. I'm gonna give this. Ooh. Nice. I'm gonna play around a little bit with you know, like tactical flows. Figured might as well. I don't think I'm gonna be using it that much, but I figure it'd be fun. So it is time. Nicely done.
Outlaws on the way.
One more of them. Nice. Cool. That was fun.
stuff's ours for sure.
Rations, 800 calories per serving, medical supplies and first aid emergency blankets, industrial rebreather system. The Nexus issued survival supplies including a large variety of dehydrated rations. Flavors include mac and cheese, chocolate pudding, Christmas ham with raisin sauce, limited edition, and haggis. That's kind of random. 3 Sabers memo. I don't want to hear about it. You all knew ousting Yale would make the break with the Nexus final. No loss. The what? Okay. Going independent isn't just the smart move, it's the only move. Now we've got the gear and the freedom to take over this place, and Gara, not a problem. Here Yale's on Eos, forget him, he won't talk. Anything he brings up will expose his involvement and the Nexus involvement. He's not going to pull himself in that position. Cochrane, does that mean we're going to Eos now?
Sounds like there was a change of leadership.
Three Sabers memo. I don't want to hear about it. You all knew ousting Yale. Oh.
This former leader, Yale, he's on Eos. He was their tie to the Nexus.
Time to pay someone a visit.
Yep, time to go to Eos.
I'm saving everything we found as proof. It'll come in handy.
Yep. Back and forth, back and forth. All right. Back to Eos we go. Let's also check our email while we're at it too.
Welcome
Email.
back.
In your debt, from writer from Sellers. I wanted to send my appreciation for clearing my dear friend Sanjeev's name. I hate to imagine the ordeal he was subjected to by the exiles who took him, but it does my heart good to know that he will be remembered as a faithful member of this incredible endeavor and not a traitor. Perhaps now I can finally put the Nexus revolt behind me and start looking to the future. Yours, Sellers. That's nice. Mail from Angara Resistance Headquarters to writer from Evfra. So apparently you had your hands on an ancient Angaran AI and you destroyed it to save an Angaran life. It was a very tough decision that you had to make in the heat of the moment. I applaud you. It's exactly what I would have done. That former slave had a family that thought he was dead. You've given them a great gift. I'm glad. The talk on Aya itself is very divided, although I suspect that no one may say so to your face. I find these kinds of debates invigorating. We're a complex, emotional people with many different views. I love it. Wow, Evfra actually is kind of liking us. It's a writer from BB. Writer! Okay, so just for fun, I decided I'd blast the Remnant data core with energy to see what that would do. First, use the battery off the Nomad. Don't tell kill. Nothing. Then a Mass Effect field. Biotics. Cora helped. Nothing. Still nothing. And then I took it to Jalen and made him do his bioelectricity thing. Jackpot. The entire thing lit up. I caught it all on my Omni tool. Ever see synapses firing? It was like that. I mean, this data core is almost like a tiny remnant brain. So that's cool. Not sure how exactly I'm going to apply this to getting at the data, though. Peebs. Okay. Let's make our way to Eos. Yale, eh? Let's have a little chat with Yale. Hello, Yale. Nice hair.
Is your name Yale?
Yeah, that's me. Stanton Yale. What can I do for the Pathfinder today?
Tell me about the Three Sabers.
Oh, shit.
You were their leader before they kicked you out.
And gave me a broken leg and a dislocated shoulder as parting gifts. It was a mistake. We trained the attack dogs, and they turned on us.
Explain.
The new outposts, our supply routes, they needed protection. We couldn't rely on just you. I proposed that we'd save Nexus blood by hiring exiles to fight for us.
First time I've seen someone so coldly calculating and stupid in one shot.
It was a risk, sure, but I knew Cochrane. We served together. I thought I could trust him. I became their commander. I armed them. I shared access to Prodromo's operations.
Oh, jeez.
And then they took their new toys and went rogue. Attacked people they were supposed to protect.
You know I have to report this. You conspired with Nexus enemies.
Yes,
Who are you gonna report to? Addison? She signed off on it.
Oh,
This
really?
goes all the way up to Addison?
Really?
She wasn't sure Ryder would work out as Pathfinder. She was desperate for options. So report it if you want. Addison knows any investigation's gonna dig up Doc's, cover it in her fingerprints. I have to get back to work. We've got an outpost to run here.
Wow, I did not see that coming. Addison, eh?
Pathfinder.
Naughty. Ooh, I did not see that turn of events. Ooh, I don't know how this is gonna work out. But I guess we're about to find out. Time to take a trip to the Nexus. So much jumping in this
Let's
mission.
go.
HNS dead coming home. The remains of colonists who died in the first attempt to settle Eos are coming home. Remains from Site 1 and 2 have finally been recovered, giving closure to numerous families aboard the Nexus. There are now calls for an inquiry into why the bodies were left planetside after 2 failed attempts to establish outposts. That was one quest that I actually did off camera really quickly because it was just frustrating to have to find all of those random bodies when there's no marks. There's nothing that helps you solve that quest, and that just, it wasn't really that hugely important of a quest for me to capture on video, so that is one quest that I did off camera. Alright, I'm curious to find out what exactly Addison has to say for herself. So she definitely did not have much faith in me. Not that I can blame her too much, but what she did was just, Addison.
I know why you're here. Yale told me to expect a visit. I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes. Have the 3 Sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
Don't erase what you did. Doesn't erase what you did.
Their deaths don't make this okay.
I realize that, Ryder. A poor decision was made. People paid for it, but it's over. As far as everyone's concerned, the 3 Sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't, did they? Hey, Ryder.
Hey,
Who
Sid.
the hell's this?
Sid started the investigation.
This investigation started with Sid's instincts.
I applaud good instincts, but not in this case.
Because you were
So I
involved
was
in it.
right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the 3 Sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but, like I said,
You don't
it's
get
over.
to... What?
You
Just
have
like that?
to tell people. If we made a mistake, we have to own it, right?
Exactly.
Who does that serve? It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
Exactly.
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
Then take it from me. If you're not going to take it from the teenager, then take it from me. The Pathfinder that you didn't have faith with, but I delivered anyway. The Pathfinder that you were wrong about this entire time. So, Sid's right. Don't give me any more sass, Addison. You don't get to give me any more sass after this.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust. People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Good.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Not as
Maybe.
big as you did.
But at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Exactly. Not as big of a mistake as you did, Addison.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
Don't act all pleasant with me right now, Addison. Don't act all pleasant with me. You and I are in bad terms right now.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Goodbye, Addison. Goodbye, Felicia. Now, one of the last loose ends I wanted to wrap up is to check out all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 systems that have been completely unexplored. We're going to go ahead and explore them now, really quickly. My apologies if this is a boring portion of the Let's Play, but again, I want to be thorough, as thorough as possible, and that includes exploring all of these areas. So, feel free to skip over the next video.
It's pretty remote. I wonder what view of the Milky Way you'd get out here.
I don't know.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
It's not gonna be there.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Asteroid. Asteroid. M-type asteroid, diameter 823 kilometers, surface gravity 0.02 g. Fragments of remnant technology are buried in the asteroid, nearly unrecognizable after centuries of disuse. XP, I'm curious we didn't get remnant, like, research data from that.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Another asteroid. G-type asteroid, diameter 323 kilometers, surface gravity 0.04 g. This massive asteroid is the size of a small moon. It could serve as a perfect base for future scientific and mining expeditions into the asteroid belt. Aluminum deposit?
Anomaly on sensors.
Another anomaly. Goodness gravy.
Probe away. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Starship wreckage. Ooh. Starship wreckage. Ship identified unknown. Ship name unknown. Crew complement unknown. Estimate 5 to 8. Status N not available. This appears to be the wreckage of a Ket dropship. Perhaps they were seeking remnant technology in the asteroid belt. Maybe. They weren't as successful as we were. Wait, I already went here. I wanted to go to the planet. Balloon. Balloon. Orbital distance 5.9 AU. Orbital period 14.5 years. Radius 779 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 21.26 atmospheres. Surface temperature 1288 C. Named for an early Angaran explorer who perished on Balloon's surface, this rocky world commands a quiet respect from the Angaran people. Wowj. Wowj? Wowj? Wow. Orbital distance 0.9 AU, orbital period 0.9 years, radius 5025 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0 atmospheres, surface temperature 72 C. Surveys from the Milky Way suggested Wowj might contain vast mineral wealth just beneath its surface. On closer examination, no such deposits exist. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Gareth. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3.1 years, radius 6594 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 22.5 atmospheres, surface temperature 67 C. Beneath the planet's crushing argon-based atmosphere, microbial life forms are flourishing on Gareth in and around underground pools. Oh. So it's becoming more alive. Past 31. Orbital distance 11.3 AU, orbital period 38.2 years, radius 4783 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0 atmospheres, surface temperature negative 176 C. Ocean plains of frozen ammonia dominate the surface of Past 31, climbing into icy mountains along the rims of ancient craters. Right. Togesan is 100%. Valen is at 0%.
Looks like we're coming up on a blue giant.
From Aya, it's often the brightest star, the first to rise.
Wow, a blue giant. Cool. Ramorundi. Beautiful.
Anomaly detected.
Ramorundi. Orbital distance 75.2 AU. Orbital period 154.3 years. Radius 11212 kilometers.